Music Festival is coming back to Oahu. The 2022 Hawaiian Steel Guitar Festival kicks off today in just a few hours. And joining me this morning about it is Alan Akaka, chairman of the board. Good morning, Mr. Akaka. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. I know we were talking before we got live here just about how we know each other from way back in the day. I remember you playing the steel guitar in the choir classroom. So for people who don't know, can you give us a little background on the steel guitar and its historical significance?
Absolutely, yes. And well, what do you want to know about the steel guitar? You said history, a little history?
Yes, let's start there for people who don't know.
Okay.
I mean, we all know the sound of it.
Well, yeah, speaking of the sound, here we go. So in the late 1880s, there was a young man named Joseph Kikuku. He was 11 years old at the time. And he was walking around or by the railroad tracks near his home in Laie. He stumbled upon this metal boat next to the tracks. And so he picked it up and he used that to slide across the strings on his guitar. Well, this sparked a whole new way of playing an instrument. So he tried doing the same thing with like a razor blade and a pocket knife. Now, while attending the commandment schools, do you know where that is, right, babe?
Yes.
Imua.
Okay.
Absolutely, especially because of today's a special day. Okay. Anyway, his shop teacher made us a cylindrical metal bar for him, which made it easier to play this instrument. And so he mastered this new style of playing on the guitar and shared it with others, you know, in the dormitories and so on. Due to political events that was occurring at the time, many of the locals here moved over. They immigrated to the mainland and they took with them their Hawaiian music. Well, wouldn't you know it, Hawaiian music started to, at that point, get more and more popular. It even went over to Europe. And a key ingredient in the bands was that steel guitar, the sound known as the Hawaiian guitar. Soon, Hawaiian songs were topping the charts throughout America, and the key element was the charm and mystique of the steel guitar. Over time, other music genres such as country, western swing, bluegrass, Cajun, African American gospel, rock and roll, and more added steel guitar to their ensembles. And legendary blues artists such as B.B. King and George Benson were influenced by the steel guitar early in their careers. In fact, George Benson told me, and I was surprised to hear this when he shared this with me, that his first instrument was the steel guitar.
And I know we all know that sound from the steel guitar. It's hard to miss. So today, starting at 11:30 at Windward Mall, you guys are putting on a steel guitar festival. Tell me who's going to be featured besides yourself at this event, and what can people kind of expect if they want to show up?
Well, featured are the top steel guitar artists here in Hawaii, such as Greg Sardina, Kapono Lopes, Jeff Ahoy, Steve Cheney, Joseph Zayak, Bobby Ngano, myself, and then I'm going to feature the next gen, a group of student-age students, both male and female, who will be there on the stage with me.
And the event today is being put on by Haimele. Can you tell me a little more about what else you guys put on throughout the state? Because I know it's not just today's event at Windward Mall.
No, we have events throughout the year. Of course, during the pandemic, we couldn't do the festivals at the hotels or public areas. So what we started to do were live streams every month, monthly live streams. So as far as the festivals are concerned, so we have the one today at the Windward Mall, Kamakanali'i in Kapolei. We have one at Kahala Mall featuring just our Keiki Next Gen members. Then we just had one at the Sheraton Kauai Coconut Beach. We're planning to go to Maui to perform at the Shots at Wailea and the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. Then there's a Hawaiian Island, Hawaiian steel guitar experience that we're going to be doing at the Mauna Lani, Albert's Resorts Collection, in July next month.
Awesome.
We're going to have the Waikiki Steel Guitar Week. It'll be all week long. And we're going to have our first ever Japan Hawaiian Steel Guitar Festival. Did you know that the steel guitar is popular in Japan?
You know, I'm not surprised to hear that, but it sounds like we have plenty of opportunities to hear you all play. But thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mr. Akaka.
You're welcome, Leah. So nice to see you too.